which is basically a network of capillaries. The other part is the surrounding Bowman's capsule. Most capillaries have an arterial end and a venous end. This is not the case here, as blood flows through the glomerulus from the afferent arteriole to the efferent arteriole, and as this occurs, components of the blood are filtered out. The fluid that enters the capsule is called glomerular filtrate, and filtration occurs across an ultrafiltration barrier. A good analogy for the ultrafiltration barrier is a kitchen strainer. Now if you pour a nice herby broth of vegetables into the strainer, you will see that large vegetables are left behind, whereas water and anything else that dissolves in it, plus tiny particles, are able to pass through. Now with our glomerulus, molecules less than 1.8 nanometers are freely filtered out, whereas molecules more than 3.6 nanometers are not filtered. Let's take a look at a zoomed in section of the ultrafiltration barrier. As you can see, there are 3 layers. Our bottom layer is the endothelium of the capillary, which contains these pores known as fenestrations. This layer basically lets everything through except for blood cells. Our middle layer is the basement membrane, which prevents the filtration of large proteins. And our outer layer consists of podocytes, part of the Bowman's capsule. These look like monsters wrapping their arms around the layers below, and they themselves have many finger-like projections called pedicels, which are so close to each other that there are just narrow filtration slits between them, which allow only small molecules to pass through. One thing to note is that the ultrafiltration barrier is charge selective. As all 3 layers contain negatively charged glycoproteins, it is difficult for negative molecules to pass through. Hence, serum albumin is not filtered, despite being in the size range.